What's up, everybody? Eric Thoreau here. I am back live as of right now. Only way I'm going to be able to produce any consistent content is to go live from time to time here in my office. But hold up, I want to do a dual live stream on here. So just to my left, which will be your right over here that I'm pointing to, I have my iPhone here, and I'm about to go live on IG stories too at the same time. So let me go ahead and get that started. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, now it's about to go live over here. I am now live on IG as well. Let me get to make sure the camera's at a little bit better angle here. Okay, so I'm going to be referring to both platforms. As I mentioned earlier, I am going to go live here on my YouTube channel, which is my main focus for going live. But because I've been MIA with doing my live streams and building content, I also decided to go live on IG stories here as well. I could have gone on Facebook, but we'll just do it for here for now. I want to break it down to you. I'm kind of really a personable guy, or a personal guy. I keep a lot of things bundled up to myself, and that may add to some stress and stuff. But there's a lot of things that I have been going through. I'm probably mentioned on my last live stream here on YouTube for those on IG. And if you're on IG, if you're watching this, basically my user handle on IG at Eric Thoreau, just spell my first and last name, put them together, is the same over here on YouTube. And for those on YouTube, it's the same when you put over here on IG. So basically, let me give a little backstory here. It was about, I would say, 2.5 years ago now, March of 2016. I got let go of my position that I had for quite a while. I was basically a bus operator or a transit operator for when you have you for the local county here. So basically, your public transit operator. I would drive the big buses and passengers around a publicly published route and time schedule that was available too. So with that said, I've been looking for it. Now, during my tenure at that job, I did gain a lot of weight. It's a very, like a lot of people know, it's a very sedentary job. The schedules were, for me, were split. So basically, like you could say, I would have to start like around 8:30, 9 o'clock when I first had to wake up in the morning. Then I would have to get to work. Once I made to work, you do your shift. Usually the first part of the shift is a couple hours, or to 4.5 hours, and then there's like either a 2-hour split, what's called non-time, where you're actually off the clock, and then you have to get to your next relief point or point to start your second part of your shift. That could be at a location, or it could be from pulling out from the bus yard, and that took time to do that transportation too, depending on where you ended up your first shift. So with that, and then that took time. So there was really no time for me to do, I guess you could say, going to the gym and working out, or just trying to get some active lifestyle, or even to eat a little bit healthier. So with that said, it was just difficult for me personally. I'm not saying for the other people that worked at the company that they had different measures of way they lifestyle for me, but going into the job, I also wasn't already that healthy going into the job in the first place. So now that the job is over with, I've been making ways to say I need to get back to being healthier lifestyle, better sleeping habits, because the sleep patterns when I was off work from that company, I did not want to go anywhere. There was a lot of times throughout the almost 9 years I was there that I didn't want to even travel out of town on my vacation weeks or vacation days or days off, what have you, to go visit family that was a few hours away or anything, because what you do for a living is you drive a big bus. You're responsible not only for the passengers on board your bus, but you're responsible for the safety operation of the bus, whether there's passengers on it or not. And you also have to worry about the vehicles around your bus, because a lot of times people driving cars, regular cars, don't take into consideration of the size of the bus and the fact of how much they need, depending on what speed they're going, how much braking distance they need. So people would cut the bus off and try to get in the lanes, or to go around the buses, because the buses tend to go too slow, even though they're actually going the speed limit. This is what you do. So if you're passing a bus that's going the speed limit, it means, of course, you're going a little bit over the speed limit. But anyways, with all that said, I'm no longer with the company. You could say from a health standpoint, it could be beneficial. Like I said, I could get my better sleep patterns going on. I could get, back to better eating habits, and also be able to the gym. But the gym had to go. I had to let that lapse because, like I said, with the loss of a job, basically you don't have income coming in. So if it's not a need, you have to cut ties. Eating out would have to go away. I would do eating out a little bit here and there. I was thankful that I had friends that had restaurants that would help me out with either covering my tab from time to time, or taking a little bit here and there off, give me a little bit of a discount, to prolong, any kind of money I had left over in what's called an emergency fund, which I had, which is important, and that's good that you have an emergency fund, a separate liquid account that you don't touch, and it's for this purpose. But that basically ended ways, along with getting, the unemployment that I would get. It was only so much. The unemployment that I would get was not nearly, probably close to about 50% of what I was taking home for every 2 weeks. So, the unemployment you pay into unemployment so much money that when you're staying there, that when you get back, you expect, at least to have it covered a little bit of your stay, but it doesn't. And it expires after 6 months. At least here in the state of California, it expires in 6 months. And with the government and the leadership that we have here, not to get all political, but they didn't want to extend my unemployment. And then they said, come back 1 year from the initial date of your first application on starting getting unemployment, and reapply, and then we'll get you some then. Well, I did that, and they refused again. So money went down. Unemployment slowed down my spending on my emergency fund, because I didn't have to spend as much. But in the meantime, I ran out of unemployment. I ran out of emergency funds. So I'm, catching in with some side jobs. I drive for the local food delivery stuff, like Uber Eats mainly. And so that's it. F45 training in North Sunnyvale. Welcome, Fair Oaks and Tasman over there by the grocery outlet. Welcome to the live stream over there on IG. So basically, that's sort of my back end. My knowledge set is that during this time, I have reached out to friends of mine that were trainers. I've networked using my IG, and mainly IG is more of a networking issue. Twitter, yeah, you can reach a lot of people, but it's not as interactive with either posting a post, whether it be a still photo, or whether it be a video clip of some sort, or whether it be an IG story picture or video of some sort. But there's a lot of more interaction there using the DM message. Over on Twitter, DMing doesn't happen as much. And then the private messaging over on Facebook, Facebook has sort of migrated their messenger as a separate entity, even though it's linked to your Facebook account, whether you have a profile account, whether you have a page, or whether you have a show page, like a watch page, Facebook watch page. They're more doing that in more marketing ploy, because now you could do auto responses, bot responses, and all that stuff, and market, and people could subscribe to your Facebook, not only just be friends with you on Facebook or like your page or whatever. But so I've been using that to reach out to different companies. I've reached out to nutrition companies, like the main one I reached out to was 1UP Nutrition. I'll go ahead and show you. See, I got 1UP Nutrition here, and for those on Instagram, 1UP Nutrition. So I got 3 of these. They're not sponsored or anything. I just reached out to them. I got a few samples, and also I went to the Fit Expo this year. The first time I went to it was held in San Jose back in late July. My experience on that day was was a pretty good experience. I got this hat from bodybuilding.com, and of course their shaker. I'll show you here. Their shaker from the Fit Expo. I got a couple little sample products, which is what I have the shakers out. So, and then not to leave it out, but a local meal prep company, Lean Feast. Lean Feast is in Willow Glen off of Meridian and Hamilton. So they're a local company, and I always like to support the local brands that are nearby. So with F45, basically you're basically right down the street, because Tasman turns into the Great Mall Parkway and then turns into Capitol Avenue, and that's right down my street. So basically I only have to take 3 streets to get to F45, and I've been meaning to get over there sometime just to check it out. But anyways, my main point is here for tonight is just to get back. I'm going to give you that lifestyle update. I'm trying to get the hustle in, like I'm doing Uber Eats a little bit, but also at the same time, if you're wondering why don't you do Uber Partner, which is like basically driving other passengers around, or like Lyft. I've tried that, but my car is too old. The cutoff point for those two companies to become a partner is 15 years. You have to have a car that's 15 years or newer. I'm not sure what happens if you're right on the cusp and you drive for 1 year, then suddenly your car becomes 16 years. I'm not sure what happens with that, but anyway, so my car is too old. It's a 1999 sedan. So it's a Mazda 4-door sedan. So it would have been, if it was newer, it would be good for Uber or Lyft or whatever, or Wings or whatever have you. But unfortunately it's not. But I'm able to do the food delivery of Uber, like Uber Eats, DoorDash, Amazon Flex, Grubhub, Postmates. So I've signed up for all those, and I'm qualified for all those. I could just sign on to my app on the phone here, and I could go on and deliver anytime. Uber is a little bit more flexible. Uber Eats, that is a little more flexible, because you just hit online and you boom, receive orders and go. With Grubhub and Postmates and stuff, they have like blocks, and DoorDash, they have like block of windows that you want to sign up to, and sometimes they're not always available. But I know that there's going to be high demand this weekend. But anyways, enough of that. But that's sort of one of the ways I've supplemented trying to get some income. Why I'm still looking for positions to go. A lot of you know that I do a lot of branding, a lot of marketing. I've helped a meal prep company get off the trains. Well, he already established a business, but unfortunately his business filings was incorrect. His business name was misspelled by 1 letter. So I went and I had to correct all that before anybody got the idea to take his correct spelling and then have it as theirs. So I corrected all that with the Secretary of State, with the IRS, Treasury Department, for everything. The county got his paperwork all set up, and I built a website for him. I had it ready to go. I put his meals on a temporary, like an old menu that he just expired, because he does everything weekly. I put his old menu up there on using WooCommerce to sell his items, so the way his customers could log on and start ordering stuff. But before I was able to transition and start instructing him how to do that stuff and to keep it updated, because I wasn't going to be his continual website update or his webmaster, as he would have you. My thing was just to get him started and get him going. And things broke off, part ways. So we had to part ways. And another restaurant, we had part ways. So it's just, things sort of went downhill there with some of that. But I helped them going. I've helped a lot of other brands going on the sides. And I started my own company because of that. And it's called Thorough Media. And that was basically a social networking, branding, and business entrepreneurship kind of thing. And I helped business get off the ground with social media, website, marketing. I use my contacts with even the local media, like the local TV stations and radio networks and all that stuff. And I could get to that, and I just press them. One of the big things I'm doing right now is I'm helping a regional community college, Cabrillo College, down in Aptos, California, which is about 35 minutes south of us, a little bit past Santa Cruz, on the way to Watsonville, California. And I help them out, their football program. I'm doing their website. Matter of fact, I'll be going down there tomorrow, and most likely it will be launching their new website if everything gets approved by the athletic director. And then I'm going to be doing live streams from their home games via the YouTube channel. I've talked with the head coach, who I've known for years, because he was up here as the head coach for the San Jose SaberCats. He's now down there, Darren Arbet. So I'm helping him out, and then that's the reason why I was able, because Darren and I know each other from the SaberCat years, and I'm going to help him out. Continue with rebranding, rebuilding the football program there at Cabrillo. This is his only second year, so basically you could say the first year was sort of like an assessment year. I know they didn't have a winning record at the end of the season, but it was more of an assessing year. This year, they were off to a great start. As of this live stream, they played 2 days ago on Saturday. Oh, no, actually, it was yesterday. Today's Sunday, so yesterday they played, and they won 38-6 as their first game. So, with that said, now I'm just going to move on. I'm just trying to get myself overall wellness. I'm trying to get back into the gym, get back to wellness, but I have to do it to affordability and costs. So I reached out to a lot of products, like I said, and I got some sample products. I even went and got this major product done right here. This is not, none of these products I'm telling are endorsed, not endorsed, and I'm just telling you like this. I just want to get some products. If I stay with a certain brand, I stay with a certain brand, or if I want to choose to mix that from time to time just to have a variance, that's a good thing. So I got this Allmax, what's it flavored? Pineapple Mango. This is a BCAAs. So I got this today on special at a local nutrition shop called Active Nutrition in San Jose. So I guess they're having like a 20% off sale this weekend that ends tomorrow. So I got that. And if you've seen, if you happen to be on my Instagram, I got a whole bunch of sample packets, so I'll probably be opening one or two of these up, depending on that. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shakers I could use. I'm not going to match up the brands, but so I got Allmax. I got RSP, who sent me stuff. Actually, this was a while ago. I've been meaning to do this little taste test. I wanted to do it more of a blind taste test. Like, for example, I showed you that BCAA container from Allmax. I wanted to get BCAAs from all the companies out there, give them the test. I was going to have a friend help me out and just blindly pour, the BCAAs into containers. So with RSP, they sent me Amino Lead, which is an energy formula. So I'm thinking that this is their version of BCAAs. It doesn't say BCAAs on there, but it's an amino. It says dietary supplement. Amino acids. So BCAA amino acids are BCAA. So this is theirs, and they sent me the same flavor. This one's passion fruit. So I'll be trying this out, so I might as well leave that out. So I think they have passion fruit on all of them. So they were happy to send me this out. And they also have Lean Omega tablets. So keep in mind, these are just supplements. You got to go what the definition of supplements are. Is basically something supplemental to your dietary needs and your exercise. So don't take anything high and granted for this. So I will try this here. Let me get some BCAAs. Let's see if I have something packaged here from Allmax here. So I'm going to try the BCAAs, I guess. Yeah, I got like the amino core. I got the pineapple mango there. I'm going to try this since it's easier to pour instead of opening the whole container. So this is watermelon candy, passion fruit from RSP. Let's see here. And what's this? This is pre-workout. I want pre-workout. And I think that's pre-workout too. I got something from Evogen. I actually got some other products here that were from Active Nutrition. So again, I got a bodybuilding bag, but .com bag, but they're not sponsored. That's pre-workout. That's not. I know I have more BCAAs in here. That's pre-workout. Green food. That's vegan or something. Per Rip Max. That's a t-shirts. Evergreens. Evogen. Fruits and veggies. Nope. Nectarine. This is BC. Okay, so I got some BCAAs from One Up Nutrition. This is called Guava Nectarine. You've probably seen this earlier on my channel. And then I got some BCAAs from bodybuilding.com. These don't look like they have this blue raspberry. Yeah, these are both blue raspberry. So I guess I'll be trying those. And this big guy. So that's basically it. So I got multiple BCAAs. Looks like the product of choice for tonight. And then, what was this? I got the Fit Expo San Jose shirt. Because bodybuilding.com is the main sponsor, presenter for the Fit Expo. So they hooked it up with this shirt. And of course, it looks like a female cut shirt. So I'll probably be handing this out to somebody, one of my friends. But anyways, so let's go to this again here. So I got RSP Nutrition. They're out of Florida. This is their Amino Lean. And this flavor is passion fruit. So Amino Lean RSP Nutrition. And this is from bodybuilding.com, which is the main presenter of the Fit Expo. And just because I'm wearing their hat doesn't mean, and the hat's kind of dirty, I see on my camera playback. It's not sponsored, so this is blue raspberry, bodybuilding.com, and over here on Instagram. So that's those two. And then that's two, so yeah, I got enough shakers. And this was guava nectarine from 1UP Nutrition. I've been using 1UP's products mainly for right now, and there's nothing wrong with the product. They're very good, very tasty. And I heard they just got on with cookies and cream, a protein bar that they just mastered, and some other new flavors. And this is the Allmax BCAAs. They call it Amino Core. This is watermelon candy. So it's going to come in a different pack. And different pack. So as you can tell, these are all sealed. So I'm trying this with this 4. So, and I got basically 5 bottles here. I got some best way to taste this ice water. So I will put the bodybuilding one into a bodybuilding shaker. And I'll try that one out first. Remember, these are all blind. They're sealed and tasted, so make sure on how they say to use them. This one says right here, it's very small here. Mix in 10 ounces of water. Drink 30 minutes after a workout. Okay, well, I'm sure I got 10 ounces of water in there, so I'll go ahead and try it out. I need to get some scissors here. Some of these. Blue raspberry. Earlier today, I actually had a blue raspberry, what you'll call it, a Bang energy drink or whatever earlier, because I was hanging out at Active Nutrition, was hot over there, and just want something cool. So let's go ahead. So just some ice water, some clean, cold ice water, and then I also have some ice. I always like to mix it up with the ice. Okay, let's make sure this is sealed. Okay, so here we go. So you can see I'm shaking it, nothing happening, and I'm not adding anything, it's just raw. So let's go ahead, and I believe that's good enough. Let's go ahead and check it out. Good, you can tell a good shaker cup when the little drinking hole is tight. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Ice. Yeah, here it is. So there's blue raspberry. Okay, well, I'm going to say that the powder does mix well with the water. Good thing you get cold. Flavor, it's not bad. Not terrible, not bad, no negative. It's a good flavor. and I think it's pretty accurate too. If you compare other products that say their flavor is blue raspberry, I think it's pretty comparable. Sweet. It could be said that this could be like a candy. Could it be? Yeah, I think there's like a blue raspberry Jolly Rancher. This is pretty good. Now, if I were to say, would I buy this as like a full container like I did with the Allmax earlier? And I'm going to say I have yet to try any Allmax product at all. So basically, I bought that container earlier today at Active Nutrition, going in the blindfolded. I mean, I tried because they had a representative. She's a friend of mine over there, and she was out handing out. So I did try some of their amino acids earlier, and also at the Fit Expo where I met her, and I tried their watermelon candy version, and it's good. So if there's consistency just on trying to get the accuracy of the flavoring across the product line, then I see there's no problem. This is Bodybuilding's version of the BCA. It's not Allmax, so this is Allmax right here. And this is actually the watermelon candy I tried earlier. So let's go ahead and let me take one more sip of this just so I can remember, and then I'll move on to the next one. I'll move on to RSP. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's really, really pretty good. That is something to be purchased. Now, the next thing, if you're basically going off flavor, from the flavor stamp, that's definitely purchasable. But now, from a result standing, of course, it says to drink 30 minutes after your completion of your workout. I did not really do any workout today, so that's why I'm only drinking the samples. I don't know what I'll do with the rest. I mean, I'll just put the rest in the fridge and then store it over the time. But yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to use these. I have majority 1UP Nutrition shakers. So basically, for the next ones, 2, 3. Oh, okay. I thought I had one extra, but this is used. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use the RSP amino. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drink a little bit of the water just to rinse out the blue raspberry flavor. Just to give it a little flushing, kind of so I could go into it more neutral. And let's see what the instructions on here. So this is the energy formula. RSP Nutrition out of Miami Beach, Florida. So you got both this and this out of Florida. Bodybuilding.com, I think they're out of Des Moines, Iowa. I see people on YouTube go to there when they're like sponsored by bodybuilding. Allmax is, I believe, from Toronto, Canada. But the products are locally distributed out of Carson City, Nevada, at least for this region. So they may have other distributors across the country that helps them with the shipments. RSP, like I said, is from Miami Beach, Florida. This has 2 servings in it. So I don't want to use all of this up. Let's see here. Directions: mix 1 packet or 2 servings of amino lean in 8 to 10 fluid ounces of cold water. For best results, use in conjunction with a reduced diet and exercise. Store at room temperature. So basically, use 2 servings in 10 ounces of water. That's kind of a lot, I would say. That's my opinion. That sounds like kind of a lot, especially when you're just trying it out. So I don't know, how much did I pour in there? I think I got roughly around, that's roughly around 10 ounces of water. So I could go ahead and put this whole there and just not drink it all. Okay. Jesus, thing, you want to open up here. Okay, there we go. So I am going to pour all this in here. By the way, I can see the yellow. So this is passion fruit. So this is the RSP passion fruit. RSP passion fruit that I'm trying. could have had their brand shaker on here if they would have sent them to me, but I'm working with what I got. So you can tell there's no favoritism or anything. Just scooping it up. Right away I can tell it's going to be light yellowish orange color. Again, just shaking it up. And you want to give it a good solid shake for around 20 to 30 seconds to make sure the powder is really mixed well. And I know that these 1UP Nutrition mixers, shaker bottles, are really tough to open up. So, what is this again? Passion. Ooh, I forgot about what passion fruit smelled like. I was expecting something different here. Let me go ahead and. It's been a while since I had passion fruit, so it may take me a little bit of adjusting to get through the flavor. This is, as far as for a strength level of potency, it is stronger than the blue raspberry from the flavor tendency. I haven't drinking too much of the passion fruit. So. Okay, now I'm getting it. Okay, now I'm remembering. The passion fruit is pretty good. If I had to choose between just the flavoring, between the blue raspberry from bodybuilding.com to the passion fruit from Aminoline, my tendency will probably go towards blue raspberry. I'm just thinking that blue raspberry is more towards my personal flavor tasting. Not saying the company, I could have had blue raspberry in all these companies to make it as even as possible, but like I said, it's different. This one has what it says 5 grams from the RSP that I drink, the passion fruit, 5 grams of amino acid blend, 1.5 gram weight management blend, and 130 milligrams of energy blend. Good thing I'm drinking this right now and not later, because then I would not go to sleep if it has an energy blend. Yeah, so just from a flavor, I think passion fruit is not my favorite flavor. I don't like it. I'm not saying I hate it, but it is as a choice. I believe blue raspberry is more towards my tendency of flavor profiles. It is sweet. It is refreshing. Actually, there's a little bit of a bite at the end, like a tartness. So it is good. Now, of course, whenever you get these, remember these are supplements. Like I said, this one said after the workout, and it says as a dietary supplement, and all that stuff. Read the instructions on these. These are energy drinks. They do have nutrients on it. That, like I said, that one will keep you awake. So. Would I buy this? I would buy that. This is something that you could buy. I'm seeing the way that things are made nowadays is everything is so a lot of consistency. Oh my God, I'm running out of room here. Over there. So that's that. And let me make sure I put these packages next to the drinks. Okay, so I got 2 more to go. I got my 5th water bottle here, actually from Lean Feast, so I'll use this as just a regular water bottle. Try to neutralize the taste buds here. So, Lean Feast, some great meal prep. If you're ever in San Jose, check them out. Lean Feast is some great stuff. I go there when I can. Like I said earlier in this live stream, that I am on kind of a budget. So let's go ahead and I guess let's just get 1UP Nutrition out of the way here. Not to say anything bad, but I've tasted them and reviewed their product before. Guava Nectarine, I think I said, was probably my favorite product or flavoring of their BCAAs. There's one flavor I haven't tried, which was I think their cola flavor. So they have like a soda. It's supposed to taste like just like Coke. Okay. Now this is 1UP Nutrition 4 or 1UP Nutrition Shaker. So this matches. This one says this also has a hydration complex. So this helps keep your muscle hydrated. So that way you don't have a tendency to go for a lot of water, and therefore water will help you. Well, not help you, but keep you hydrated. It does, but it also makes you bloated a little bit. So especially if your body has a tendency to store water a lot. This one says it has features sustamin, promotes growth, promotes protein synthesis, performance, and strength, promotes joint support, enhanced recovery, and this is one serving. So this is one serving. And this is guava nectarine. So one serving guava nectarine from 1UP Nutrition. Let's go ahead. It says directions: mix 1 scoop with 10 ounces of water and drink before and or after training. So BCA is from 1UP Nutrition. So we'll make sure I get this lid on here. Don't want any spillage. Don't need any outtakes for this because this is live stream. I'm not recording this. Actually, I'm recording that. This will stay on for probably 24 hours. So let's go ahead and mix this up. Pink flavor, pink color for guava nectarine. Couldn't tell what the blue raspberry was in the body mill. I'm sure it was towards the blue color. So once again, these have really tough lids. So yeah, there's I can smell the guava. Something that's a tropical fruit that I don't really have that much, but this is delicious. And I probably am tendency to show a little bit of bias towards this because 1UP Nutrition, I've been dealing with them for quite a while. Excuse me. I even, like I say, if you click the link here in my bio on Instagram, I do have it's a link tree. So that means I have a tree of links there that you can get a discount. Basically, you just click on it and it takes you to the home page, and they want your email. And what they do is they'll send you a code, which gives you 20% off your purchase. And then 1UP Nutrition already has sales. I haven't reached out and gotten discount codes for any of the other products. I just been dealing with 1UP Nutrition a lot longer, and I basically just got that code from basically purchasing from them. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not an ambassador for them. I'm not we call it a 1UP Nutrition athlete because I don't really look like it. I'm getting there. I am progressing and losing weight slowly and healthy. 2 pounds max a week is the healthy rate, maybe 3 at the most. Anything more than that, then it's not really that healthy. But anyways, this is really good. I mean, I could drink maybe 1 or 2 or sips, and then I can move on to the All Max. It's really sweet, some tartness to it. It mixes well. All these products, from the mixing and shaking, the powder does mix well, breaks down, does mix well, and they display the flavor that they promote. And like I said, they're all BCA, so you have to use them the way that the manufacturers suggest that you use their individual products. So always read the instructions on these. And even if you give their other products, whether it be a pre-workout, a recovery, creatine, glutamine, protein, and whether it's vegan or vegetarian, whatever, any of these product companies that you try out, make sure you always read their instructions and do it safely. So that's why I'm only drinking. So if you can see, I got a lot left of this. And there we go. See here. There you go. You can sort of see the yellow there. So I got a lot left of that. And then here's the bodybuilding.com. Oops. You can see the liquid there. It's blue on blue. So I haven't drank and consumed any of these that much. So I'll put that over there. And that was 1UP Nutrition. So my opinion is, if it's probably saying if you probably want to say if I had to choose one and I can only do one, I don't know what I would do. First of all, I still got one more product to do. I tried reaching out to other brands out there. Unfortunately, they did not respond. A few brands did. I'm going to give credit that a couple of brands did hit me back on DM on Instagram. They told me to go to a local retailer here, and from what I'm certain, that the sample packets that are distributed to the retailer are supposed to be just that, sample packets that are given out for free. This retailer was not doing that, and that's basically not right, and I guess it's actually illegal or something like that. But yeah, so unfortunately, the companies that told me to go to a couple of stores to get their sample packs at those stores, I went to actually just one store. It's a 3-letter name, but I won't say the name. That particular store, the person there would not give me any sample packs. They were actually charging for them, and they're not, as far as I know, they're charging like $2.50 or something like that, $2.50, $3 per sample pack, and they're supposed to be actually for free. That's why they're sample packs. But unfortunately, I was not able to get their packs because of that. I was not able to get those said packages and to have them here. And now it's actually a while ago, but I just learned of this from another retail shop. So you learn as you go. Now, one last bottle, one last product for testing. My mouth's gonna be all sweetened up with all these fruit flavors. So we get, of course, the number one way to keep your body replenished and hydrated is through straight up water. That's the best way to go. And also, water is the number one energy drink. It does give you some energy. You should get like at least 8 to 10 cups of water per day, no matter what your situation is. So with that, now we're going to go with All Max. These are instantized BCAAs, intra-workout muscle support. So they're saying to use this while you're working out. So this is the watermelon candy. This is one sample serving, so this is one serving size. With anything new, even though they say it's one serving or 2 servings in their little sample packs, if you want to, it's safe to just cut what they say on here. 1 serving, say, per 10 ounces of water. So if you want to only try a little bit just to test your water, try half a packet if you can measure the best of a half a packet, and then try 5 ounces of water. Cut the water in half. So this one says to activate protein synthesis and increase muscle recovery, take 1 packet of an Amnicore during weight training or any athletic event. On non-training days, Amnicore can be taken anytime on an empty stomach. Mix entire contents of 10.5 grams into approximately 17 ounces of water, bottle of water or a tall glass of water, 2 cups. Shake or stir well and take during workout. So 17 ounces for one ounce of these. One helping of these. So I believe I got roughly around 12 ounces down here. Like I said, I'm not going to be drinking it all, so I could go ahead and back and fill it up to the proper dosage. But let's go ahead and check this out. Well, inside don't smell that great, but that's powder and just got open. So let's go ahead and mix this up. Pink, candy watermelon. Another pink drink. 1UP Nutrition and All Max Light Pink. Make sure it's sealed. Okay, so here's how it looked here on YouTube. Now over here on Instagram, see it's pink. So I'm going to go ahead and shake it up. This is probably about the perfect number of product I could do. Get like 4 different products to do. Anything more than that, I don't have enough shakers. These products will have to send me shakers to, get tested. Oh, this one was really good. Okay. Again, what am I drinking? Okay, it's watermelon candy. Sometimes they put candy watermelon, but this one they put watermelon candy. A little bit on the tart side, gives you the pucker up. I could have probably put 3 more ounces of water into my container, because like they say 17 ounces of water or 2 cups. 2 cups is actually 16 ounces, 8 ounces a cup. So I put around, I think I'd say 12 or 13 ounces in there. So it is, they'll probably, according to their thing, they'll probably be a little bit more on the tart side, because the powder is more for more water. Tart. It tastes like a dialed down Jolly Rancher candy. You know, the watermelon flavored Jolly Rancher candies. It tastes like that, but it's a little bit dialed down. Not as sweet. It has a little bit of the tartness. It's real good. I'm going to give credit to all these products, all these brands. They do have their flavors. Their flavor profiles are basically on point. So if I would have to break down and break away, I've been buying. I have a closet filled. Oh, sorry, I keep on forgetting. One Up Nutrition over here, or Instagram. I do have a cabinet filled of One Up Nutrition products. What else do I have? I think I have 2 containers of actually All Pro Science is another product that I was actually using before I got introduced to One Up Nutrition. Which would I order? At this rate, it'd be considered on pricing. As far as for the easeability of ordering One Up's product and the way they ship out, because on my experience is great. All the flavors are on point. They're all very tasty from a flavor standpoint. But like I said, it's all on individual needs, individual desires, and individual effects that these individual products have. Flavor standpoint, no one can be mad at it. These are all really good flavors. Excellent BCAAs. I'm going to have a lot of BCAA to drink now for the next week, for this upcoming week. If I had to choose one, it's kind of tough because, like I said, it's multiple flavors. I'm used to the One Up Nutrition style. I think I have raspberry lemonade right now as my container. And I just bought the BCA's pineapple, what is that? Pineapple mango over there, which I have yet to try because it's a brand new container. It's tough. It's going to be tough. But at least I'm making progress. I got, like I said, I got protein from One Up Nutrition. I got their caramel banana, and then I also got their chocolate and peanut butter blast, which tastes like Reese's peanut butter cups. And there's different ways you can mix up the protein. You can make it into pancakes. There's low carb pancakes out there, like there's Kodiak cakes, which makes a chocolate, and they're high content in protein, or high protein content pancakes there. You can make them into waffles, and you can mix some of your protein, complementary flavor protein powders into that protein pancake for more protein. But with that said, I believe that's basically here. So what I'm going to do is since Instagram has basically a shorter length of video timing than I could do on YouTube here, I'm going to end my live stream here on YouTube. I want to thank F45 Training in Sunnyvale for joining in the short time that you did earlier. I do look on stopping by and checking your place out to keep my options open of possibly joining a gym. So, or not possibly, when I can join the gym, I'll look to check you guys out, because I know I've recently heard of you through, I guess you can have, say, like a brand ambassador, Paige Hathaway. I know I follow her on social and on her YouTube channel, and I saw that she does a couple things for F45, so maybe you can invite her up here from SoCal to Sunnyvale. But anyways, that's how I know of F45. So I'm going to sign off here on Instagram, so I could go back onto YouTube. I need to create more content for my YouTube, so Instagram. Thanks for following in. Thanks for chipping in. So that's it. Talk to you later. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend, but do it responsibly and safely. Okay, so that's ended over there. Got a lot of build-ups. Okay, so yeah, that's ended over there on the IG Live. back here, my main content, I will be doing some more vlog style videos too. I have a vlog camera. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. This is the Canon G7X. Takes great pictures, still has good video, but there is a point of it when I do it, when I turn it on, whether I'm not shooting a picture yet or I'm not recording any video on it here yet. I zoom into that. You can see the zoom progress, and there's that little line. As it's approaching that line, for whatever reason, it says there's a lens error, and then it's powering down and needs to restart. So therefore, the screen turns off. The error message pops on the lower left, and then the lens shutter goes back in and closes up. I got in contact with Canon. Unfortunately, they said to try something with removing the battery and the memory card and trying to hold the power button down for 30 to 60 seconds and then putting everything back in and restarting with that, and that should work. I tried it reluctantly because I don't see how that could work a lens error. And then otherwise they said send it in to them and they want me to spend money on them. I don't know. This is a pretty expensive device. And this is better for vlog style because it has the flip up monitor, so you can view yourself. You probably, people with these monitors or other like DSLR cameras, that big hefty ones, these are good for, these are better for vlogging, except for that they don't have the external microphone for audio. But you tend to see people look up instead of right at the lens, like I'm doing right now. I'm looking at the screen instead of looking up right now. I'm looking at the camera because it's right above on my monitor. But yeah, these are good cameras. I do have another Canon camera, which is basically the same, does same resolution video and pictures and all that, but just doesn't have the flip up monitor. So I can see myself. I have to just like do like this and look and do forward video. But yeah, I'm looking to get back to that. Do a little bit editing. I'm not sure what my timetable is on that as far as for keeping it as a regular. In the meantime, since I could do these live streams just like this, just plop down from my computer, it's physically connected to my network, and I can just use my software that I use here. I use Ecamm Live on my Mac because it's basically a one-stop shop recording software for video. It does live stream too, of course, here on YouTube. It does live stream over on Facebook page. It does live stream over on Twitch now, and it does live stream on Periscope. I think there's something on there that says Switchboard too, Switchboard Live too, but I don't deal with Switchboard. But anyways, that's what I've been going through. Still in the process of looking for jobs. I had stints at companies. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. I could ramble on for different reasons, but I'm not one to ramble on for or speculate on the reasons why it didn't work forward for those companies. But I am still looking for positions. Still getting hired. Looking for marketing, branding, sales job. I'm technologically savvy. I know computers. I do a lot of stuff on Macs, Windows. I'm a little bit behind the times on that. Basically, since 2011, when I purchased my MacBook here that I'm streaming on, I have a 13-inch MacBook Pro that I'm using to stream on. It's actually folded away and the lid's closed right here because I have an external monitor. That I've been using Apple ever since. You know, I'm basically Apple savvy. I was just streaming on IG on my iPhone 6s Plus here. Got my first generation Apple Watch here. I got, what else here? I also got these little guys, the Apple AirPods. So you can tell I'm pretty much Apple, and I got an Apple TV hooked up to my LED. So basically, with that said, I look to probably get back to keeping this channel active as a diary of my lifestyle change. That's my main thing, is to help keep me on point to my lifestyle change. And my lifestyle changes for my health. I gotta lose this weight. I gotta get going. And also to network, learn jobs. Like I said, I got my company I start, so I do help people out with, again, their companies established on social media or doing just up and running from an idea and then moving forward to making it a reality and making it an actual business. I have a second company that just from experiences that I'm launching. It's called Thorough Financial. It's not going to be until the end of this year that I really launch it. I just finished up doing the website, so the website's up, but and it will take something. I do have a free downloadable document for some college students to utilize on there, but I'm not really promoting it. Thorough Financial, even though I just said it. So, but it's more of a personal finance. It's not thing like stock market. Definitely not this cyber coin stuff or whatever cryptocurrency crap, which is, I believe, is a scam because there's no regulation on it. There's no safety net, nothing on it. I think it's just a scam, basically. You saw how fast it went up, and then now for how fast it went down. So anything like that kind of instability is nothing to be investing your money in, your hard-earned money. So don't rely on cryptocurrency to get you the fast buck or whatever. It's not going to help. And if you cash out when you did invest and you got a lot of extra money above what you invested in, it's still taxable money, really, because you're making an income. You have to report it as income. With that said, that's what I do. Personal finance is just financial organization. I help you organize your paperwork, get you clear, and set you on the plan, set you up with a budgeting tool that I use, and get you free and clear of your debt so you can live like no one else can, and so that you can live like no one else later, and enjoy your fruits of your labor. So about enough of that stuff. That's just basically me personally. Is just like I'm making waves, and these products that I tested out just a little while ago, the BCAs, are just something I wanted to share, because I know there's a lot of different brands out there, and they all try to dazzle up their social media to make it as showy as possible to grab your attention. And that's sort of what you're supposed to do from a marketing standpoint. You sort of want to do that, but you don't want to do too much to where you don't seem like you're legitimate, real, and down to earth kind of company. You're not all about the show and glitz. So these products are good. Like I said, it's tough. These tough products, if I would have to choose between a brand, I couldn't do so. I couldn't choose bodybuilding.com's Blue Raspberry. I couldn't choose RSP's mango, pineapple mango. No, passion fruit. Passion fruit. Maybe because passion fruit, if I had a different flavor, maybe. Because passion fruit is just not my personal taste. The Blue Raspberry or passion fruit, I would choose bodybuild.com's Blue Raspberry. Just to say that. Just because from a passion fruit standpoint, that's just not my choice of flavors. Now over here, One Up Nutrition's guava nectarine compared to the watermelon candy of Allmax, they're all as flavors can be accurate towards what the flavors are in their profiles. I would probably just go with One Up Nutrition. Allmax I would buy from time. I did buy. I got their pineapple mango over there, sitting over there. So that will be adding to my collection once I run out my current stack of BCAAs. But yeah, these are all great products in their own right. It's all up to individual preferences. So if one of these companies reaches out to me and wants to work with me, and then of course, that would be like more of a business transaction. Say for like, I've been purchasing One Up Nutrition for a while. If they reached out to me and wanted to sponsor me as an ambassador or sponsor one of my companies, will be one of my businesses under Thorough Media, like Ninth Man Nation, which is a sports reporting company, media outlet, and it covers the Arena Football League, then so be it. But anyways, that is that. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and subscribe to my channels, youtube.com/Eric Thoreau, and my handles on social media are all the same, at Eric Thoreau on Twitter, at Eric Thoreau on Instagram. You can add at Eric Thoreau on Snapchat, even though I don't know why I even brought that up. I sort of phased away from Snapchat because Snapchat's not really too interactive, and I think that's where they're losing point. Yeah, you could do funny videos and all that stuff, but that's basically it. You can't really comment back, and it's not as interactive. So I basically tend to do more Instagram stories, and then my Instagram stories are shared onto my Facebook page. And my Facebook page is the only one that's different. It's at Eric Thoreau Official, because at Eric Thoreau was already taken by somebody else. So at Eric Thoreau Official is my Facebook page. You can go like me there. And then of course here on YouTube's at Eric Thoreau. I do have a Twitch channel, but I just use that to watch other people, stream. I don't get on it myself, or me personally. I have a secondary user handle over on Twitch, a secondary channel I have started up recently, and I did do live streaming over there for Ninth Man Nation. I did the post game lives over there, but for me personally, just Eric Thoreau. And if you have any questions regarding these BCAAs, products, the companies that I brought forward, bodybuild.com, RSP Nutrition, 1UP Nutrition, and Allmax, leave them in the comments down below. If I can't answer it personally, I'll try to point off to the right direction to the company, or I'll reach out to the company myself if I can and ask them that question for you, or comment for you, whatever inquiry that you have about their products, and then I'll try to get a response back to have them, respond back, whether it be on my channel or to reach out to you directly on my channel. Thank you for watching this video. I am going to be back here on YouTube on my personal channel. This video will be available for replay here on YouTube and also on my website, ericthoreau.com. And that is it. So thanks for watching, and go out and have a good weekend.